A further update to my appearance on Larry King, in which I said that Catholic Charities were kicked out of Massachusetts in the realm of adoption, and I was right. And it is now happening in England as well, wherever same-sex marriage or even anti-discrimination laws against same-sex couples are passed. It appears that Catholic adoption agencies, historically the largest actor within the realm of adoptions, are thrown out of business. I read to you from the Associated Press today, a Catholic adoption advisory service that refuses to help gay couples cannot win an exemption from it's so interesting the way they phrase it. It's the Associated Press. I expect it, but I'm reading to you as it is. From anti-discrimination laws, Britain's charity regulator said Thursday. Catholic Care, a charity in Leeds, Northern England, had argued that as a religious group it should be allowed to offer adoption support services only to heterosexuals. See, the way they put it is actually inaccurate. It's written by a liberal who has written it in the way he or she understands it. I'm not blaming them for deliberate distortion. The issue isn't whether you're a heterosexual. The issue is whether or not you're a married man and woman. A single heterosexual is not going to get the same support that a heterosexual married is, or for that matter, a homosexual married. As we all know, the great numbers of homosexuals have married in history because they wanted to make a family, and while they obviously suppressed their most natural sexual side, they were able to make a family. I know that we live in an age where any suppression of anything sexual is regarded as evil. And by the way, I'm not asking homosexuals to do this. I'm merely describing what has been done. So that's it. So even now, first of all, I don't know why one cannot announce. Just one should be able to say, we are an agency that will only give to same-sex couples. And then people, pregnant women who wish to have a child raised only by women, will have that possibility. Since you can't discriminate, but why can't private people say who they want to have for adoption, let alone religious groups? You must understand the left is totalitarian in its nature. Doesn't mean that everybody who's on the left is a totalitarian. It doesn't mean that every single leftist policy is totalitarian. But because people on the left know they are better, finer, kinder, more compassionate, more intellectual than their opponents, they feel free to shove their laws down our throats. Everything they accuse religion of is exactly what they do. Religion is not shoved down our throats. Leftism is. And this is a perfect example. Perfect example. We know better. You cannot do what you want, even if you are a religious group. So left-wing anti-discrimination laws trump religion. And these are the same people, of course, who believe that religion cannot even put children up for adoption with couples it wants. These people are very much for allowing the veil. This is our esteemed left. Yeah, it's you have no idea what is in store for us in changes that will be enforced. I mean enforced because of same-sex marriage. It will be the first. This is the beginning of the dismantling of religion, not merely as the dominant value system, but even as something that people can practice in any way other than innocuous prayer. Where religion has actually a policy that differs with the left, it will be shut down. Just know that, and it's happened here. And that Stephanie Miller, Alan heard, so I take Alan. If Alan says it, it happened. And if he heard her say, I lied about that, it's just depressing. It's just depressing. That's exactly what happened. You can look it up anywhere on Google. Catholic Charities, adoption, Boston. And see if what I said was not accurate. I didn't even realize how accurate it was when I said it. I knew that they had been they had been in effect forced to, but I didn't realize it wasn't in effect. It was forced to.